Hey, this is John Bollinger with Premier Guitar. Today we're doing a review demo of the BC Audio model A10 MK2. This is an all-tube, highly flexible 50-watt amp with a master volume that has true point-to-point wiring, made in the US. It's made to be played loud and proud, driven. This is a rock and roll amp. Let me tell you a little bit about it. Details are it's switchable between 4, 8, and 16 ohms to kind of work with any speaker configuration you might want. The tubes, it uses 4 6 SL7s, which is an octal preamp tube rather than the 12 AX7 that's more common. And it has 2 EL84s, which gives you kind of a Britishy kind of sound. It has a depth and a presence as well. There's bass, middle, and treble, of course. For sculpting your tone. In addition to that, there is two different gains. There's a gain for boost and a volume boost, and they work differently. I wasn't engaged in them right now, but I'll show you how that works a little bit later on. Also, there is a tube buffered effects loop that I was utilizing on the intro, just to kind of show what that does and give it a little bit of that delay on it for that kind of race car sound I had in the beginning of it. That's the basics. Now let me show you everything in my signal chain. I have my PRS David Grissom plugged with an Astro cable directly into the BC Audio. The amp is running into a valve train cabinet that has two 10-inch Weber speakers. We're miking it with an Royer R121 mic, and that's running into an FG Quartet and into Pro Tools. Now, when we came in, I had the presence in the middle, depth in the middle, volume boost I'm not using was in the middle. Interesting thing about the volume boost is it really does give you volume. It affects your tone a little bit, but it's not like a dirt thing. It's more of a volume boost. Great way to kind of punch through for solos. Next is bass, which I'm running down quite a bit. I've got it on about 2.5 because this amp has buku bass. For you players that can't quite get enough of that bottom end, this has loads of it. I have the mids up to about 7.5 because that's that classic, guitar mid-range punch. To me, this amp has almost that Malcolm Young kind of mid-rangey tone, just a great rock and roll rhythm sound. Treble's up to about 6, I guess. Gain boost, which I'm not engaging right now, is running pretty hot, but we'll show that later on. And the gain is right about at 5. I was using the tube buffered effects loop on the way in. I have an Ibanez delay in it and then a T-Rex quint that we'll use a little bit later on just to show how that works. It's great to have that options. Interestingly enough, there's a switch in back where you can turn on or off the effects loop, and which is a great option. As you can see, when I cut it, it does away with some of that noise I was getting. So that's a great option. Great option to be able to run your effects through there when you want it, and also a great option to be able to take them out when you don't want it contributing any kind of noise or loss of signal. Anything coloring your tone. I like the way this amp responds to your volume controls in your guitar. Gives you a lot of expression just without pedals, just using the guitar itself. And like I say, in that kind of Angus Young tone that's just starting to break up. It's like it sounds nasty, and then when he brings his volume up, it gets nastier. So it's great for that. But you see, it's kind of got that punch to it and sounds vaguely ominous. Very cool tone. Let me show you what these do a little bit. this is a proprietary pedal that comes with it. I like it because it's built like a tank, so it's not going to cut out on you. We'll try the gain boost. Now, as I said, that kind of can add dirt to your tone without changing the volume so much, just kind of the amount of nastiness. So you can see it just gives you a little bit more of that grit. Great way to just give you more grit. Now, say you're playing a groove like that. Then it's solo time. Jump into this boost, over the volume boost. Let's go ahead and dime this boost, volume boost, so you can really get an idea for it. Plenty dB to jump out front on your solos. Now, the tone I like best on this, not surprising, is with everything just dimed. It seemed to really come alive like that. So I'm going to dime our presence and our depth. And, well, hell, let's just put them all up there and see what happens. Okay, you know, it's going to get a little loud for cameraman Perry. My apologies, but here we go. Then to get really punishing, let's engage these pedals for the lead tone. Okay, so that's really loud. And it's dirty, but you can see there's some clarity there. I mean, that's dimed all the way. But the notes do have some clarity to it, which is kind of what you're going for. It gives you that big angry tone without things flubbing out. So that's it. Now let me show you a little bit about what it does at a less punishing volume utilizing the effects loop. Now again, I like the fact that this 2-buffered effects loop, you can take it out. So it's great to add when you want it and great to not have it there when you don't want it. So I'm going to put in some delay in this Quint T-Rex octave bit and see what we get. That is big. So those are the basics of the BC Audio model A10 MK2. To read the full written review, go to premierguitar.com. And while you're online, check out the Premier Guitar site. We have so much stuff on there, all this guitar nerdery I lose hours there nearly every day. Also, like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is John Bollinger. Peace out.
Don't forget to sign up for PG Perks, your all-access pass to exclusive gear giveaways and discounts on PremierGuitar.com.